Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Steckline Report, and a special guest with me today, Senator Jerry Moran from the state of Kansas. And Jerry, you've been working hard. You've been rolling around a lot, talking to a lot of people.
You know, if working hard accomplished something, and it does ultimately, the country would be in a better shape than it's in. Today's been a lot of conversation with ag producers, farmers, and ranchers from across Kansas. And this is my opportunity one more time at the Kansas State Fair to get my marching orders.
Let me ask you, what are they telling? What kind of orders are you getting?
You know, I think farmers, like most Americans, think government has become too big, too expensive, but the theme is the regulatory environment that we face is going to kill us. There's got to be regulations based upon sound science, common sense. It's a constant theme about what is Washington going to do next that may put us out of business. So, and that's something that, whether you're a farmer or not, a rancher or not, that's something that all business folks are feeling. Lots of conversations about the farm bill, particularly an emphasis on crop insurance. We've seen, particularly this year with the weather conditions we've had in our state, people certainly forefront in their minds is the value of crop insurance, and as they look at the reductions in spending that are going to occur in Washington, D.C., going to occur in agriculture, there's a message is make sure that crop insurance remains viable for us in our farming operation here in this state.
You think direct payments are in jeopardy?
Direct payments are in jeopardy, and it's and I would guess that they don't go away, but I would guess that they would be reduced. And you know, it is one of the things that is WTO compliant. And I often have worried that if we voluntarily eliminate direct payments, then the WTO comes in and says our other programs violate WTO agreements. We're left with nothing. And I would say that once the direct payments go away in total, boy, you never get them back. So I don't think the reductions this time will be eliminate direct payments, but I think you'll see less money in them.
Everybody's talking about the demand for farm products, and of course we have to start with the country, the biggest country in this world for people, and that's China. They're buying at least 25% of the United States soybeans right now. They're over in Brazil, by the way, wanting to lease some land to do their own thing. Where do you think this whole thing's going to shake out for the farmer at this particular point in time? Because a lot of people are saying we're not going to have enough grain.
Well, I do think that, and I've heard this most of my life, that there's a bright future for agriculture as world demand increases, as the desire for a better diet with large populations around the world takes hold. I really think we're there. And so I think that we are at that point in agricultural history in which feeding the world means that the demand is going to continue to grow. Certainly there are fluctuations, ups and downs, but the overall view, I think, over the long haul is that Kansas producers, American agriculture, have a great opportunity to feed the world.
I kind of think I'm about as excited as I ever have been to tell a young guy, if you want to farm, get with it, partner, because there's a good future there.
Good to hear that. I have a daughter who married a farmer on the farm, and so it matters now to our own family about the success of agriculture. But you know, farming has always been a noble profession. How can you have anything but good to say about people who feed the world? And now, with the increased demand for agriculture commodities, for food around the world, we have a great opportunity for us to fulfill that need. And if we get the right regulatory environment, good weather conditions, if the basics stay in place, we have the productivity, the ability to meet that demand.
Quickly, the general economy, though, is one thing that scares the dickens out of most of us. Where do you think we're heading?
Well, it is, and in my view, the number one priority in Washington, D.C. should be growing the economy, putting people to work. Unfortunately, there seems to be two schools of thought of how you do that. You have the president, who it seems to me generally believes that you do that with government programs, spending more money, which in my view lends itself toward more government employees. What we really need is a private sector, an environment in which private business can make decisions. Now is the time to hire. Now is the time to invest in plant and equipment. And we ought to try that, give the private sector a chance to put people to work.
Quickly, will his program that he just outlined a few days ago fly?
You know, I think the hope is now with the super committee. Republicans and Democrats working together in Congress is much more likely than what we heard from the president as far as success in Washington.
Senator Moran, state of Kansas. I'm Larry Steckline, the Steckline Report. Thank you, Senator.
You're welcome.